consider doing so. It would be helpful to me, definitely help the channel out a lot, help the algorithm out a lot. And if you like any of the content that you see on this channel, or if you like the content that you see in this video, go ahead, if you don't mind, smash the thumbs up and help the channel out, help the channel to grow. And that's all I ask, right? So today we're going to talk about what would the, because I was, all right, so I was hearing someone talk about, I don't know if it was the news or if it was something online, how the average person doesn't have $5,000 in the bank. In fact, about 80% of Americans have no more than $5,000 in the bank. So 5,000 or less is what 80% of America have in their bank account. So $5,000 is what 80% of America, 5,000 or less in their bank accounts. Now, if you watch this channel, you know that $5,000 is not a lot of money. Well, I guess that's relative, because whenever I didn't have $5,000, it was a lot of money. But $5,000 in the bank account, and what people are doing is they're saving this for emergencies. They're saving this for rainy days. And I'm telling you that if you manifest an emergency or a rainy day, you're going to get an emergency or a rainy day, which you don't want. I don't want, and I don't want you to have. So let's not manifest rainy days or emergencies. Let's think of this from now on as an opportunity account. But most people don't have $5,000 in their accounts, right? And they have less than $5,000. And so all this money does is just sit around and wait for something bad to happen. Why? Because that's what you're manifesting. In fact, this account can't even be successful unless you have a bad emergency or rainy day. And trust me, you don't want it. So knowing that most people have $5,000 or less, 80% of Americans have $5,000 or less, the question came to me, man, what would a family do, or what would a person do? They had to make $5,000 like that. What would you do if you had to make $5,000 in a month? What would you do? I know what you would do. Most people would do this. They would sell their time to get money. Most people, they would sell their time to get money. How do I know that? Because most people believe that this is the only way you can make money. Most people believe that there's no other way to make money besides to sell your time. So when you ask someone how are they going to make an extra $5,000 in a month, guess what they're going to do? They're going to think about, where can I sell my time to get money? Typically, when we sell our time to get money, it's at this thing called a job, where we're going there to get the money in the form of a paycheck. So most people, when they think about making extra money, they think about selling time for money at this place called a job to get this thing called a paycheck, to cover these things called bills and expenses, right? And I've done it, so I know. The problem is time is a very limited resource. So is your energy, your patience, your mentality, your mindset, your emotions, all of it's limited, right? And so you sell time for money on a job to get a paycheck. That's how most people think about making money. And people get stressed out because why? Because every time you go to buy something at the grocery store, buy a new car, get yourself a house, pay rent, all that, the problem is you're paying for it with your life. How do I know this? Because your life is made up of time. And in order to get money, you have to sell that time to get money on a thing called a job to get a paycheck. So whenever you go to the grocery store and you buy your groceries, it's frustrating when you look at your receipt, because you buy your groceries with time. When you go to get gas, you buy your gas with your time, right? When you go out to eat at a restaurant, you buy it with your time. When you go hang out with friends and have a good time, we just call it getting lit. That's what they call it, right? You buy it with your time. When you go on vacation, cost you time. When you buy a new house, new car, you pay for it with your time. So as long as your motto is to make it through life, selling time to get money, then everything that you buy or pay for in your life, you're going to pay for it with your time. So when you go to the grocery store and it's painful, when you see the $200 grocery bill and you only have 5 bags, it's painful because you know it cost you 40 hours of your time to pay for that. Or 10 hours or 12 hours, whatever it is, right? You do the math. When you go to fill up your tank and it's $40 and you're making $10 an hour, costs you 4 hours. Let's say a person hypothetically is making, I don't know what the wages are. Let's say $20 an hour. Is that what people are making out there? I don't know. But if you go to the store and you're selling time for money on a job to get a paycheck, when you show up at the store to buy groceries, those groceries are going to cost you, let's say those groceries cost you for an average grocery intake $200 for the good stuff, right? Well, that's going to cost you 10 hours of work. So you bought those groceries with 10 hours of your life. You traded 10 hours of your life in order to get a little bit of groceries. In order to get gas, you gotta, let's say a $40 fill up. It costs you 2 hours of work, 2 hours of your life to fill up your car. Let's say you go out to eat with your family and it costs $100. 5 hours just for you guys to be able to sit down and have a decent meal at a restaurant. Let's say you go get lit. You spend a weekend getting lit with friends. You spend, let's say, $200 for that. 5 hours. You go on vacation. Good Lord. Let's say the vacation, let's say you take it easy. Vacation's $3,000. All right. So let's say the vacation's $3,000. All right. So every, let's say 50 hours is going to be $1,000. Is that right? I think so. 150 hours to take a $3,000 vacation because you're buying things with your life. You want to buy a house? That mortgage for that house, $3,000 a month, 150 hours every month of your life to pay that mortgage. Car note, let's say $500 a month. What's that, 25 hours? The reason life is so painful for most people is because they sell the time to get money on a job for a thing called a paycheck, and then they have to go out and break that paycheck down and pay for all their expenses. But the problem is it's so painful because you don't just pay for it with money, you pay for it with your life. Your life is the very thing you sell to get the paycheck on a job. So it costs you 10 hours to get the groceries. So every time you go out to buy groceries, 10 hours of your life has been sold. 2 hours of your life just to get gas. Are you kidding me? 2 hours that I had to sell just to be able to fill up my tank. And that ain't even including taxes. So what I'm trying to illustrate to you is for the average person, it's so painful to make a living and to take care of themselves and support themselves and their families. Why? Because they're buying these things with their lives. That's why it hurts so much. So if you got to make an extra $5,000 a month, are you going to go out here and sell more time and buy the things with your life again? That's painful. I advise you to forget all about that. Stop buying things with your time. Stop selling your life for a little bit of money. Come over here, and I want to show you a better way that you can make $5,000 without having to do all of this, right? Without selling your life. So you can come over here, and all you need over here is a phone. You don't have to know anything. Here's how I do it. So if I had to make $5,000 this month, here's what I would do. I would launch my Middleman business. I choose an industry. I'd open my Middleman business. I choose an industry I want to get into, like home cleaning. Average deposit on the home cleaning is about, and this is the deposit commission, is about $100. So I know in order to get 5,000, I need to book 50 of these jobs in the month to make to take $100 deposit out of each one to get my 5,000. So I'm going to start my business. I'm going to book customers. I need 50. I'm going to take my deposit. That's $100 to my account every time I get a customer. And then I'm going to dispatch the work because I'm not going out there and cleaning anybody's house, and you don't have to. I'm going to dispatch the work, and cleaning is just one example. There's plenty of industries you could choose from. I personally am in the moving industry, and now I'm headed towards the website design industry. And I don't know how to build websites. It doesn't matter. There are people who already know. I'm going to partner with them, and all I'm going to do is book the customer, take a deposit, dispatch the work to an ISP, independent service professional, who's actually going to go out and do the work, not me. I don't want to do the work. Let them do the work. We don't want to do the work. We're tired of working. That's why we're stuck over here, and every purchase is painful. We're going to come over here and live in the world of the land of the free, and we're going to book customers, take deposit, dispatch the work, right? So I teach you how to book a customer, how to take a deposit, how to dispatch the work, get paid to do it, not have to do the work, right? You're going to hire a VA. The VA is going to do your booking, your dispatching for you. You guys ever heard of the 4-hour work week? This is the 1-hour work week, by the way. I meet with my VA 1 hour a week on Mondays, and we just talk about any questions or anything the customers are asking and how to get better at booking and closing jobs. I don't talk to customers. I don't do these jobs. I don't do any of this. I don't even take my own deposits. My VA does all this for me. So I teach you how to build a middleman business from your phone, hire a VA to book your customers, take deposits for you, dispatch the work for you. You don't do any of this. The VA does it. You're 1 hour a week meeting with the VA. That's all I recommend. And now the other 39 hours you used to sell just to make a little bit of money, now you're free to do whatever you want to do. Because if you book a customer, every customer's $100. If you book 50 customers for that month, you're at $5,000 per month cash flow from a business that you don't even have to be a part of. It's automated and it runs without you. So I have a middleman business where I do moving services, right? I don't move anybody and I don't want to. All I do is I find customers, take a deposit. Remember, I book the customers. I don't, the VA do, but book the customers, take a deposit. We take about $150 per deposit. I take a deposit, dispatch the work to the mover who actually does the work, not me. Pretty simple, huh? Yeah. So if I had to make $5,000, I'm not going to think about where can I go sell my time to make an extra $5,000. I'm going to think about how can I make money without having to do all this work? Then I'm going to come over here, launch a middleman business, book customers, take deposits, dispatch the work. If you're sitting there going, man, this sounds great. I'm tired of selling time for money. I need to learn how to do a middleman business, work 1 hour a week, make money and enjoy life. Then you need to be in the free live training that's coming up. And I'm going to teach you how to use your phone to book customers, take deposits, dispatch the work, right? You're going to work about 1 hour a week promoting your business, meeting with your VA. I teach you how to hire a VA too. You need to learn how to do this so you can get away from having to work for the rest of your life. That's a hard life. You're going to work until you die. I recommend enjoying life now. So if you want to learn how to do this, smash the thumbs up. I'm going to put the invite to the free live training. It's going to be in the video description below, or just put the word middleman in the comments, click the link, go quickly. If you do not get the invite, then that means we're full because only a limited amount of people are allowed in. So go quickly, learn how to build a business from your phone. If I had to make $5,000 this month, I would not be looking for a job. Why? Because I'm going to have to sell my life to get that $5,000, right? A better way would be to make the money without having to go to work. Actually make the money while I get to do the things I like to do. Hey, instead of going to work for the $5,000, I'm going to hang out with my family and still make $5,000. To me, that's better because you get the time back. Life's about time. And so I teach you how to build a business. It's simple, it's easy. I give you step by step, guide you all the way through this. If you want to get that blueprint, then all you have to do is put the word middleman in the comments below to get the link, or just click the link in the video description below. Again, just to be honest, I only get a certain amount of people that we let in. So if you click the link or if you try to register for the seat and nothing happens, that's because we're full. So, and I do that for a reason because I got some really cool things that I do and give away, and we have a lot of fun. So it's going to be going down. You don't want to miss that. That training is going to be awesome. So if you're not doing anything, you got about an hour or so to learn how to get away from this, because this is prison. Just be honest with you, straight up. This is prison. There's no way out of this. If you go through life selling your time for money, then somebody's going to buy your life from you and work you until you die. You'll be one of those people that the emergency vehicles show up and escort your body off the property because you burned out. You burned out on the job. How many times you hear stories of people dying at work? You really want to die at work? No. I'd rather die doing something I enjoy doing. And so I've been doing this since 2020. In my first year, I made $77,000. Not bad. We're doing a lot better this year. And shout out to all the new students who got enrolled and are going through the classes now. My goal is to get you, all of my students, to 10K per month in the first 6 months. That's my goal, to get every student to $10,000 per month in the first 6 months. But in order to do that, you got to get started. And in order to get started, you got to be in the free live training tonight. And it's going to be at 7 p.m. It's going to bless your socks off and change your life. I'm going to teach you how to use that phone to get yourself paid, and then how to scale your business all around the country and make even more money. If Uber can do it, you can do it. A middleman company is simply a company that connects customers to businesses, service providers, and get paid to do it. So essentially, you're the person who finds the customer, books the customer, get paid to do it, and then you send the work to an ISP, independent service professional, who does the work. So for me, I'm in the moving industry. By the way, you guys can choose any industry you want. I have students who are in the home cleaning, garage repair, junk removal, pest control, heating, AC, tutoring, roofing, pressure washing, vehicle detail. I'm just thinking of all the students. Commercial cleaning, carpet cleaning, television mounting. So many, I can't even think of them all. Vehicle window tinting. It's so many industries. Whatever industry that you want to be a part of is completely up to you. And you don't have to know until you finish the course. So, because I teach you how to research the industries in the training, and then you can choose your own industry. So, but again, if you had to make $5,000 this month, what would you do? Most people would sell time for money. I advise you to learn how to use your phone to make money so you don't have to sell your time, right? And so you learn to book the customer, take a deposit, dispatch to work, hire a VA, they take over all of that for you. You go do what you want to do and still make money. I can get onto my Stripe account now and see money coming into my account, and I haven't talked to any customers, and I don't do any moving. Here's what my company does. A customer reaches out, say they need to get moved. We book the customer. We tell them there's a $150 deposit. They pay it to us. That goes into my account, $150 for that one customer. Do that 5 times a day. It's $750 a day. Never left the house. Then the work, because I'm not moving you, the work is dispatched to an actual moving company here in Dallas who's actually going to go out and do the move, not me. So whatever industry you choose, you don't have to know how to do the work. I teach you how to find a customer, how to take the deposit, and then how to send the work to someone else, right? Think about Uber. Uber does not own any cars, and they don't drive anybody around. Yet they're a huge company worth billions of dollars. But Uber doesn't do any of the work that you think they do. Have you ever used Uber? Of course. Has Uber ever picked you up? No. Someone in their own car picked you up or drove you around. Or you do it for someone else. But it's not Uber. Uber is a middleman company. When you go to a company like Fiverr to get something done, does Fiverr do the work? No. Fiverr connects you to someone who does the work. Right? So I want you guys to understand that you can build a successful business from your phone. Middleman to the money, right? Let's go from middleman to the money. Let's go from struggling, selling time for money to financial freedom. I've been doing it since 2020. I don't have a job. I don't want a job. I love my time. I love my freedom. I love making money without having to go to work. Let me teach you how to do the same. Put middleman in the comments to get the link. Click it quickly and go get registered. or click the link in the video description below. But whatever you do, move very quickly. That training is going down tonight, 7 p.m. Please don't be late, right? Because if you're late, you might not get in. Let me teach you what I do. I don't work hard. I don't have to leave the house. I get to enjoy my day with my family, doing whatever we want to do. You know why? Because we don't have jobs and we don't need them, right? Now, we've had jobs before, don't get me wrong. So don't quit your job. Let me teach you how to do this. And then after you learn how to do this and we start making money and we hit our goals, then you can leave your job. But don't do it yet. All right, guys, I got to go. See you in the live training tonight. The link's going to be in the description below. Check the video description. Click the link. Get registered. If it goes to the page and it does not show your registration form, that means we're full. So go quickly. Otherwise, put the word middleman in the comments below to get the link. I gotta go. But if you're tired of trading time for money on a job and you don't want to live that way and you want to learn how to make money and enjoy your life, then you need to be in that live training tonight. See you guys later.